Hey guys, I'm Janet on occasion, and today we're playing the Total War Warhammer II Battle Replay. So this one is fun. I brought Shadow Warriors. You know how much I love them. Yeah, they didn't work in the last time. Against Beastmen, I think it's silly. But I'm against Skaven this time, and I actually really like them against Skaven. They're pretty good. You know, having them sort of forward positioned for dealing with things like, you know, warp fire, what are they called? Warp lightning cannons. There we go. Things like that, if they can reach, it's kind of nice to kill the crews nice and early. Also, though, I mean, there's sod all armor, and there's no cavalry to worry about, so Shadow Warriors can actually get a lot of work done. They will get outrun by any Skaven with Scurry Away proc. They'll be able to get caught up to pretty quickly. But I've gone very cavalry heavy to defend them, so kind of like I did with that, you know, Beastman game, but I've got all in. And so I have Dragon Princes. I have 3 of them. That's right, I've gone with the heavy-duty guys, and also have a Noble escorting them, and I also have Illyrian Reaver Archers, which is what I should have brought against Beastmen when, you know, in the last one, when I just brought Shadow Warriors. So a bit of a mixture, but it doesn't mean my front line is a little bit lacking. I have 3 Spearmen. That's my entire front line. Also, I have Techless. Techless is great here. The fact that I only have 3 Spearmen means that Fiery and Convocation is going to be really good, because, you know, a whole army could end up completely just stuck on these very few units that are in a dead straight line, and I can just burn everything, which will be fun. Also, Flock of Doom is lovely for that, and Enfeebling Foe is great. I brought Flaming Sword of Ruin, I'm not sure why. I guess actually the magic damage is kind of useful. Yeah, that works. Anyway, so, my opponent, he has gone super wide, which I think the way to play it. He's got a load of Rat Ogres. He's got 2 on this side, 2 on this side. That's a lot of Rat Ogres. Actually, 3 on this side. Blimey. He's also got a couple of Stormver with Halberds protecting them, so these are great cavalry killers. But you have to play them fairly defensively, honestly. And here, a load of Skaven Slave Slingers, going to help keep stuff away, and a load of Skaven Slave Spears, but he does have a load of Plague Monks as well, so the Plague Monks will be able to match up pretty damn well against a lot of infantry, but I didn't bring a lot of infantry, so that's something. Also, we have Skrulk, Liber Bibonicus, kills stuff. That's about it. It's just great. I mean, he's fantastic. Also, he can summon more rats, so more fodder, more fuel. So, lovely. We are going to speed things up. So, getting some damage into the Plague Monks. So, you know, does the job. Here, I'm probing forward a bit, getting my Illyrian Reavers to fire at these guys, and here, you know, just Dragon Princes and Noble, this isn't really enough to deal with 3. I kind of want more here. So here, I am actually considering charging these guys, and I think I actually pull away. I decided not to because I saw the Halberds. I didn't realize it was Storm Vermin, so if I get the charge on them, it doesn't matter, the Halberds will kill everything. And here, he's already trying to get Skaven Slave Spears in the back. But here, I am going to charge in with all my Spearmen, that's right. And here, I am trying to get some fire on the Rat Ogres. And here, nice Flock of Doom. It's going to help whittle this stuff down. But he is going to start spawning things behind, which means my Shadow Warriors are going to be in trouble. Should have kept them further back. So here I will actually charge these Skaven Slave Spears, do some damage, and these guys are going to head more towards the middle because I want to get on top of these Plague Monks. Over on this side, I am actually going to go for a cheeky charge. So you see here, you get the charge on Rat Ogres, and they melt. They go down so quickly. And I got Illyrian Reaver Archers firing into these guys, Shadow Warriors firing into these guys. So hopefully I can wrap all this stuff up, but the Storm Vermin are going to be a bit of a problem. So that is 1 unit of Rat Ogres already dealt with, which is rather nice for me. But you can see there are a ton of Plague Monks back here. So here I'm going to use a Fiery Convocation, and you see it will actually go straight down the line and get some good damage into all of these Plague Monks. So that's about 1/3 of their health, about 1/3, I don't know, about 1/4 each. But that's pretty nice. It's pretty nice for a bound spell. So here, Dragon Princes charged into this stuff to slow it down, and now I'm having no choice but to shoot into them. Unfortunately, 2 more Rat Ogres coming this way. These guys looking very injured, but they did do a fair bit to my Dragon Princes, so I'm going to have to basically find a new way in here. So, I believe that's another Flock of Doom on this lot, but my front line is buckled. It was never going to hold long. So, here I basically just have some mobility, and that's it. There's nothing left, really. So that's a bit iffy. So here, I'm going to charge the Rat Ogres once more, try and finish them off, make sure they don't come back. But there's a lot of scary things going on in here, and my Dragon Prince have got really caught out. They're in a really weird, iffy formation. So I have more Dragon Princes coming in to try and help. But, you know, there's a lot of strength coming in. It's looking a bit iffy. And these Rat Ogres, you know, if they've got random crap taking the damage, then the Rat Ogres will be able to do some damage in kind. So I am keeping the Dragon Princes going a fair bit. You know, I'm getting some good damage in there. But I need to stop these guys somehow. So the Illyrian Reaver Archers are actually going to have to run in and help here, which is annoying. So, beautiful Flock of Doom. That's going to do a lot of damage to a lot of things. So that's nice. That's good. Yeah, that'll do. But I am suffering some damage here. One of my units is pretty stuck in that engagement. And there are Stormvermin with Halberds in here once again. So, Spearmen starting to come back, that's something. So I got a nice little charge into the Rat Ogre, still been shooting at them, so they've lost some health, so that's good news. Dragon Prince is now charging in to try and plug up this gap, go for the Rat Ogres. And my Shadow Warriors did break, but are back, so they can start shooting again. But there's still a lot of Rat Ogres and a lot of Halberds. It's very difficult. I can't get clean charges on these Rat Ogres. So over here, my Dragon Princes are charging into this lot, but it's amazing how much all these Skaven Slave Slingers can do against this. And the cheap armor piercing, this is a little iffy for me. I'm surprised. So my Noble, I just charged straight in here. It's all anti-infantry, so I'm happy for him to just sit here and kill stuff. So here, Dragon Princes did charge in, but got really, really hurt. They got really devastated, but it let me get rid of 2 more units of Rat Ogres. Another unit, half health, another one basically full, which isn't great. So here, get a nice regrowth on these Dragon Princes, try and keep their health up. And once again, I'm firing into these Rat Ogres. Still though, more Storm Vermin with Halberds. That's kind of what happened to the Dragon Princes. I let them get caught by Storm Vermin. So here, Dragon Princes, they were fighting over here. I've charged them into here to back up the Spearmen and the Noble. If I can get rid of the Plague Monks, then these Spearmen will be able to hold some of this stuff, you know, at bay for a while. So here he is actually falling back with everything. He wants to get into this pocket again, because he wants to keep his units together. So I get another nice charge with the Dragon Princes, and that looks like it's dealt with another unit of Rat Ogres. Still one more, but now I can start shooting at it with what's left. Unfortunately, ammo is getting a bit low. It's a nice flock of doom on this huge clump. So yeah, my Noble's being a nice little anchor for this stuff. That's good news. So here, still... Oh, am I still shooting the broken unit? I think I might be. I'm going to swap to the other one in a second anyway. So Teclis, he's taken a Libu Bubonicus. That's never good, so he's looking a bit injured. He's looking a bit worse for wear. So they've shattered, that's good news. And now they've run out of ammo, because they were wasting it shooting at them. Great. Anyway, going to be shooting at the Rat Ogres now. Noble, still happy fighting. The Storm Vermin, that's not great for him, but he does have good melee defense, so that will help keep him alive a bit. So I've got more Dragon Princes just attacking stuff on the outskirts. And here, I'm going to use another Firing Convocation, which looks like it's going to hit these Storm Vermin too. So he tries to get away, does a bit of damage. Nothing huge, but it's free. So I want to hit him with something. And now I'm trying to get rid of these clan rats. So the really haggard Dragon Princes and the Illyrian Reavers. Yeah, just go for whatever unit I can grab and then get away. I knew they'd break very quickly, so I took the risk. So Illyrian Reaver Archers, they've been busy chasing things off. I think I'm going to have them chase off those Rat Ogres actually again in a second. But yeah, so things are going okay. Still some Storm Vermin, which isn't ideal. And now the Rod of Corruption is going to do a lot of damage to these Dragon Princes, which I can't really afford. And now the Shadow Warriors just have to run in melee and get some work done. But I mean, look how much damage the Dragon Princes are taking. With the Rod of Corruption, the Anti-Large, and the Rat Ogres with their armor piercing in here, it's all very scary. So I'm going to try and pin this stuff down. But things are looking a bit iffy. My cavalry's starting to suffer somewhat. But the Illyrian Reavers, they're still very capable on the charge. They can deal with a lot of these periphery units pretty happily. So more Clan Rat summons coming in. And here, there's a Liber Bubonicus, but I get a regrowth on him before it can kill him. So that was a real clutch move. I made sure I had enough for a regrowth, so I could do that if need be. Ideally, I just wouldn't have wanted to get caught by the, by the Liber Bubonicus at all. But I kept him going, so it's fine. So here, load of Clan Rat summons. They're being a bit bullied. So I've got my Shadow Warriors in here. They've got pretty good melee stats, so they can do a pretty good amount of damage to this stuff. If I can get these guys down to about half health, a bit lower, then these charges are going to start breaking them. So you see, look, that is a lot of morale that's just been lost there from a single charge. So still using, haggard units of cavalry just to chase down what I can. Managed to deal with these Rat Ogres, which is rather nice. And here, another Flock of Doom to help whittle down these Storm Vermin. So hopefully, they will break in a second. But they aren't half taking their time. My god. So Tecla's running in as well, and here I'm going to get another charge from the other side onto this other unit. So hopefully with this charge, that'll be enough to break the other unit. And then I can just chase them off, make sure they don't come back. But god, they won't die. Please die. Please just die. Anyway, Skrulk, he's still totally fine, and yeah, he's hanging in there. So I've still got cavalry all over the place. These guys trying to chase down Skaven Slave Slingers. Rat Ogres are coming back. I'm trying to chase off those guys with Dragon Princes, which is probably a waste. But I figure it's fine. I can bring them back. If this stuff starts going a bit poorly, I can just run away. It doesn't matter. And then, bring reinforcements there. Unfortunately, Illyrian Reaver's getting slung at, if that's the word. Yeah, I'm going to go with it. And now Skrulk is going to be fighting everything. So the Noble, obviously, pretty good combatant. So is Teclis at times, but he's about to summon some more rats. So I actually pulled out the Illyrian Reaver Archers so they can charge if need be. But if you knock over Skrulk, he can't get the summon going. So I'm trying to keep my guys moving and attacking. So he keeps getting knocked over. And on the third try, he's able to actually summon it, which is a shame, because it's hilarious if you can just keep knocking him aside. So Storm Vermin are coming back, 37, but almost no health. Rat Ogres are coming back, so I believe I do switch targets, so I'm going to get the charge off on them, and they do not have the health to get charged, or the armor to withstand even a charge from Illyrian Reavers, so that was wonderful. So they're not coming back. Now the Dragon... about to say Dragon Ogres, Dragon Princes can come back. Skrulk, he's kind of on his own here. He's used Leap of Vivonicus twice, but he was able to fight off the Noble while I've been trying to wrap up these Clan Rats. And actually the Clan Rats have been enough to break some Dragon Princes, and another unit is wavering, and so are the Shadow Warriors. So that's a little ridiculous that that one unit managed to do so much. But I guess with Skrulk nearby, they felt pretty confident. So here, I'm going to charge him with Techless, and Enfeebling Foe is cast on him. I'm going to bring all these guys back in to try and deal with Skrulk. Skrulk, you know, he has massive leadership penalties. You know, debuffs when he hits people, which is never good. You do not like that when it's this stage of the battle. But an Enfeebling Foe and focus him down with everything, he just can't avoid getting hit. So Techless is actually able to duel him. Noble comes in pretty heroically. I mean, that seems like a kill steal, honestly. And everything else starts breaking. Huzzah! I did it. I killed the Skaven. Hooray for me. So, yeah, Techless. Wonderful job. Love that guy. You can see 155 kills with him. Yeah, he can get some work done. You know, those firing convocations, they can do a fair bit of damage. And I did have him melee a fair bit. And, yeah, Flocks of Doom help whittle things down really nicely. So I really like Techless in this one. I think he's really useful. But Dragon Princes, my word, 242 kills. That's pretty good. 84 and 51 for the Shadow Warriors. And you got to remember, these Shadow Warriors spent most of their time shooting Rat Ogres. So to have that many kills, it's a good matchup for them. They do pretty damn well. Same with the Illyrian Reavers. They were firing at Rat Ogres a lot of the time. And they were able just to keep breaking things. If anything ever came back, I could just have them charge in the rear and it helped break things again and again. And I was able to chase them down. Because that's the thing with Skaven. They run away a lot, but they always come back. So you want to make sure they don't. You know, if you can outrun them, and yeah, cavalry is quicker than them, even with scurry away, even when they're routing. You know, they don't have that much of a speed boost. So you can still chase them down with things like Illyrian Reaver archers. You can get some good work done, make sure they can't come back in strength again. Because that is always a problem with Skaven. So this build of mine, a little bit cheesy, honestly. A little bit cheesy, I think. You know, with all the cavalry, you can't really catch me, but honestly, I had a great build to deal with it. I mean, the Rat Ogres were an absolute nightmare. I had to be so careful when I was going to engage, especially backed up with the Storm Vermin. I got really, really hurt in that. So, yeah. But anyway, I think builds like this, they're fine, as long as you're aggressive with it. A lot of people will just try and, you know, wait out the time almost. But no, if you're really aggressive, I think it's fair play. So, yeah, hopefully you guys don't think this is disgusting. And, yeah, you think it's fair play too. But whatever, you know, it's your prerogative. You're the viewer. So, guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.